Hi, it's the Tiny One / Bishie, and let's play some more Final Fantasy XIV with Tiny Bishie. There is a new event going on right now, Little Ladies Day 2023, and it's in Olda, so let's see what this event's all about. This is going to be my last actual recording until after we move. But I wanted to be able to capture Little Ladies Day because I don't know when I'll be able to have my setup back up and running again. So I didn't want to miss the event. And I know I posted that I wasn't going to do any streams, but I did stream at least Little Ladies Day, just so that Azuna wouldn't miss out on the event. And I'm glad I did, because my fans that went and watched me greatly appreciate it. Excuse me. Inheritance. The Royal Seneschal has a new event in mind to bring smiles to all the princesses of the realm. This quest is available for a limited time only. Also, as you can tell, I'm sick. I'm so sorry I don't sound like myself, but I will get through it as best I can, as I also have Silent Ghost to record this with too. Greetings, my friend. 'Tis good to see you. Very good indeed. As it just so happens, there is a matter with which I require assistance. As you will be aware, another Little Ladies Day is upon us, and we were celebrating all ladies as princesses, attending to their every need. For this year's celebration, we're planning to distribute replicas of an antique folding fan to participants. Wishing to learn more about said fan, Miss Aldiatha, a scion of House Thorn, has taken it upon herself to investigate its origins. Ooh, another scion. Alas, she has ever had a frail constitution and is feeling unwell, for now she rests at my insistence. But passionate as she is about the celebration, I worry that she won't stay put. Thus, would I turn to you for help. In order to take the burden off my lady, who is also a treasured princess this day, might I prevail upon you to assist with her investigation? I am truly grateful. Now, Miss Aldiatha should be resting on a bench in the Gold Court, so pray seek her out there. I leave her in your capable hands. Okay, Gold Court is over by the Gladiators Guild, so... Also, I noticed that both my streaming characters, or not both, but my streaming character and Silent Ghost are both in guilds. Tiny Bishie is the only one that is still not in a guild. Will that happen this episode? Who knows? I have decided that why not? Let's join a guild. As long as they understand that my schedule is a bit chaotic, then it should be fine. I at least try to log in once a week so that I could do the cactar pot in Gold Saucer. So that helps keep my account active with the guilds. Oh, my apologies. I didn't notice you there. Pardon me, but I do not believe we met. Is there something you require? So the Royal Seneschal sent you. Well, I would be lying if I said that I didn't need the help. I'm in a worse way than I had realized. I'm supposed to meet with 2 people as part of my investigation, but loath as I am to admit it, I am in no condition to be up and about. As you may already know, I'm investigating the origins of the antique folding fan, the very one beside me, which I found in the Thorn Manor one day. Curious about the design, which is unseen in Olda, I turned to the history books and discovered that it is of a style used in the palace during the Thorn dynasty. Further research revealed that Princess Edvaya my ancestor, who gave rise to Little Ladies' Day, once used such a fan in a dance she performed at a royal soiree. I know that word. It was very beautiful, by all accounts, and I should have liked to see it. Inspired by this discovery, I consulted the royal seneschal, and it was decided that we would make replicas of the fans as gifts for this year's celebration. However, when we showed the fan to the artisan we hired, he declared that while undeniably designed in the Thorn style, it was crafted much more recently, no more than a few decades at most. This led me to wonder, who had this fan made, and why? With my mother no longer with us, I went and asked my father, but he claimed to know nothing about it and said no more. Though he married into the family, he is the present head of House Thorn. If even he does not know, then I have to seek answers elsewhere. Additionally, if we learned how the fan was used during Princess Edvia's time, I thought we could share the knowledge during the celebration. Thus did I arrange to meet with people who are versed in the history of our family. As I am now, however, I can scarcely stand without feeling faint. I'm sorry to impose, but might I trouble you to attend the appointments in my stead? Well, sure, count on me. I am in your debt. Now you will want to take the fan with you. Please show it when you meet the individuals in question. One is a reporter from the Mithril Eye, who will be at Arzaneth Ossuary, and the other is a historian who will be at the Quicksand. Okay. I kind of struggled a bit where to find places when I stream this, but now I know where to go now. Plus, I find popping up the map on the computer is a lot easier than on a console. Ooh, she's all by herself. Where could Aldiatha be? Can I help you? Yeah, here. This fan. Aldiatha sent you, I take it. Very well then, I will tell you what I know. When Aldiatha reached out about an antique fan she found, I was instantly reminded of a similar one I saw long ago. By her description alone, I couldn't be certain, but to see it here and now, there is no doubt in my mind. This fan once belonged to Aldiatha's mother, Claudia. She was still half a girl at the time, 15 summers old perhaps, when I interviewed her for a Little Ladies' Day article. That day she had this very fan with her. She was out of sorts, though, and begged to sit down and rest. As tired as she looked, I decided to cut the interview short and ended up writing about something else. I must say, I find it a little strange that Aldiatha should ask me about the fan. It belonged to her mother, after all. Surely she would know about it? It's weird that you can't, explain to them that the mother has passed, and that's why she's asking. That way you can get more possible information from her, but oh well. Alright, let's go to the end. Sorry, I don't mean to be yawning, but it's been a day. Can I help you with something? I'm actually supposed to meet someone here, but she appears to be late. Ah, so you've come on Miss Aldietha's behalf. And this is the fan she wished me to inspect? Indeed, it is of a style hailing from the Thorn dynasty. It is said that Princess Edvaya carried such a fan when she attended functions. In those days, it was considered meet for noblewomen to cover their faces, to which end they carried folding fans on their persons. But as the legend of the lost lady would attest, Princess Edvaya didn't concern herself with social norms, and at a royal soiree, far from using her fan to cover her face, she used it to perform an impromptu dance. The Sultan and his retinue of seneschals looked on aghast, but the guests were captivated by her performance and erupted into rapturous applause when she finished. That dance became known as the Little Lady's Dance, and it is said to have been passed down through the women of House Thorn. The fan you hold, I expect, was crafted for that purpose. Curious, though. As a daughter of House Thorn, it seems to me that Miss Aldietha should be aware of this legacy. In any case, I hope I was able to be of some help to her. Pray pass along my regards. Again, you can't tell them that the mom passed. Alright, go back to her. Again, sorry for the yawn. I got little Raubon helping me. Ah, you are returned. Thank you for attending the appointments in my stead. So, did you learn aught of interest? Honestly, I find it so odd that the sound and the volume of the water in the fountain is not consistent. It's the same with any water source, like when we were doing stuff in Costa del Sol. We noticed that too. It's like, okay. What? The fan was my mother's. And it was used to perform the Little Lady's Dance, a dance passed down through the women of our line. Forgive me, but I'm not sure what to think. I never knew about any of this, and neither the fan nor the dance. Why didn't my mother share the tradition with me? So, no answer is, like, completely wrong. One is, like, she'll doubt it, but that's about it. So for Izuna, I picked perhaps she was also unaware of it. For Tiny, or for Silent Ghost, I'll pick perhaps she didn't have the chance. And right now for Tiny, I'll pick perhaps she was also unaware of it. If this fan belonged to my mother, I'm inclined to believe she inherited the tradition, or was at least aware of it. But even if she wished to pass it on to me, she succumbed to illness when I was little. Be that as it may, my father must have known something. I know not why he claimed otherwise and feigned ignorance about the fan, nor do I expect that he would willingly talk. Still, I want to know about the dance and about my mother. I'm sorry to impose yet again, adventurer, but won't you help me find the answers? That means a lot to me, thank you. Now then, if my mother appeared at Little Lady's Day with her fan, it seems likely that she performed the dance there. On that assumption, I propose we look for those who knew my mother around when she was involved in the festival. For this, wealthy middle-aged folks seem like a likely place to start. Chances are they at least cross paths with her in social circles. To that end, could you please try approaching affluent-looking individuals at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange and Ishtime's Aesthetics? I shall await you here. Okay. I didn't notice there was a cute little bird right there, just chilling. Oh, there's two of them. They're just chilling. Not bothering anybody. So go this way. And that's the person we talked to. What's that? Do I know Claudia Thorne and the dance she used to perform? May I ask who is asking? Goodness me! To think Aldietha had no idea. I was good friends with her mother, I'm proud to say, and would be glad to share what I know. She was quite frail, was Claudia, and constantly looking ill. As a result, she seldom attended social functions, and certainly never performed the Little Ladies' Dance in them. She did, however, show it to me in private, and I consider myself blessed. It was so beautiful, I begged to learn it from her. She kindly taught me, and she would have dearly loved to teach Aldietha too. I'm sure. It breaks my heart that she never had the chance. But if Aldietha is keen to learn to dance, nothing would please me more than to teach it, a poor substitute though I may be for her mother. She awaits in the Gold Court, yes? I shall go and find her there at once. Okay, and then... hit the Ethernet shard, and we're going to go to Sapphire Exchange. A Thorn woman who once danced at the festival? I'm afraid I'm not familiar. Little Ladies' Day has always been a common folk festival, after all. If anyone were to know, I dare say it would be the head of the Thorn family. 'Tis under their auspices that the celebration took place. I don't know what that word means. I don't even know if I said it right. Where in the world did she disappear to? I'm sorry. The fact that he's like, where did he disappear to? And then the sound of breaking glass was just so funny. Like she was trying to hide, and you know whoever he's trying to look for, and then she like accidentally knocks something over. It was just so funny. That's not what happened, but that's where my mind went. What? Did I ever see the dance performed by Claudia Thorne? As it happens, yes. Yes, I did. It was during a Little Ladies' Day celebration many years ago. Claudia was participating for the first time, and I had the honor of being her guide. By way of thanks for my company, she showed me the dance. Flourishing her fan, she moved with such majestic grace. I was left utterly transfixed. A dance so lovely should be seen by all. Would you perform it on stage at the festival? I suggested, and to my delight she agreed with a smile. But no sooner did she finish enrapturing the crowds than she retreated out of sight and all but collapsed to the ground. It was then that I learned of her frail constitution. Though I hadn't been aware, I felt no less terrible for making her overexert herself. I apologized profusely, begging her not to push herself ever again, and the sad look on her face when she nodded is something I've not forgotten to this day. But look at me prattle on to a complete stranger. My apologies. Now then, I was in the midst of looking for someone, so I shall excuse myself. Alright, let's go back to her. Yes, I was aware that person's tag is Drain. I don't think I want to be in a guild who has the tag Drain. No thanks. Oh, there you are. A woman was here just now. She told me she was a friend of my mother's, and kindly taught me how to perform the Little Ladies' Dance. It's as beautiful as I imagined it would be, and I cannot thank you enough for finding this person. Now then, were you able to learn aught from anyone else? So my mother once performed the dance before a crowd, but the exertion was too much for her? From what I've now seen, the movements may indeed be trying for those of poor health. Those such as myself, thus did my father choose to keep the dance a secret from me, out of concern for my well-being. Or so I speculate, at any rate. Lady Albiatha, thank heavens I found you. Rodolphe, what are you doing here? What am I doing here? Begging your pardons, my lady, but you disappeared from the manor without a word. Both your father and I have been worried sick. But all is well that ends well, and I see now that you are in good hands. Thank you, good sir, for looking after the young mistress once more. Now then, my lady, even as we speak, your father searches for you in the city. If you feel strong enough, let us seek him out together. It would set his mind at ease. Yes, of course. Thanks to you, I've discovered things I never knew about my family, and I would have you at my side when I meet with my father. Will you come with me? Thank you. Your presence will give me the courage to seek the truth. Master Fortin should be somewhere in the Ruby Road Exchange. Please follow me. Okay, so we go back. To, like, not exactly where the original quest giver was, but close enough. Sorry, I've been just dealing with a cough and runny nose and just feeling ick, and I'm finally starting to feel better, even though I don't sound like it. Wanted to make sure I clicked on the right person. You're the man from earlier. I should have guessed you were the one who aided my daughter. I said what I said, not realizing you had come at her behest. But what's done is done. Now allow me to properly introduce myself. Fortin Thorn, head of the Thorn family, at your service. No more secrets, Father. Why did you hide the truth from me? As her hand phases through her dress. I couldn't bring myself to tell you. Even as that fan and that dance hold fond memories of your mother, they're a painful reminder that she is gone. I couldn't bear to lose you as well, so please, return the fan and forget about the dance. Father, I understand full well why you feel this way. Were I in your position, I would likely feel the same. But as much as I'm touched by your concern, I know about everything now. About Mother, about the fan, and even the dance. Claudia? Lady Aldiatha, that was extraordinary. Where in the world did you know how to dance so beautifully? An old friend of Mother's taught me. Despite all these years, she still remembered the entire dance down to the smallest flourish. Mother brought you great joy when she danced for you that day. On coming to understand this, I knew that I wanted to experience that joy again. I wanted you to experience that joy again. Aldietha. Like I once apologized to your mother, I must now apologize to you. Is that a trick of the light that it looks like her hair is blue now? Or has it always been like a darkish blue? I don't know. Or is it that black that looks blue? I don't know. It was wrong of me to hide the fan and the dance from you, and I hope you find in your heart to forgive me. If it is your desire to carry on the tradition, then I will not stand in your way. What about her weak constitution? She's all better now? Thank you, but you know, Father, it is Lil Lay's Day. Rather than an apology, is there not a more appropriate gesture for the occasion? As you say, my princess, as you say. I, Fortin Thorn, head of the Thorn family, do hereby pledge to serve as your loyal seneschal. Your every wish is my command. except perhaps when I judge that you are overexerting yourself. After all, your Highness's well-being is my foremost priority. I shall bear that in mind. Without further ado, then, my first wish is to instruct festival staff in the Low Lays dance, that we may share it with all who participate in the festivities. If that is your wish, then it is mine as well. On this day, all ladies are princesses, and everyone should by rights inherit the dance passed down in our family. I have a gift for you, adventurer, as a token of my gratitude. It isn't much, but please accept these instructions for the dance, along with the replica of my mother's fan. Now then, there's no time to waste. We must distribute these fans to as many people as possible, and share with them the history of the dance. This will be a Low Lays day to remember. Oh, yes, it will. So I earned the achievement, her greatest fan. So that's a really cute little short event quest. And then if you go over here, oh, there they all are right there. Did they say anything? Enjoy the festivities, I hope? Should you have any questions concerning my family, it would be my pleasure to answer them. I didn't realize there was this with Izuna, I feel bad. Flower crowns. Following the events of the Legend of the Lost Lady, by which I mean after Sultan Baldric served as seneschal to a miller girl, he chose to do the same each year for other olden ladies. It is said that it was his way of reminding himself and others that all girls should be treasured. Then one year, the girl he had chosen to be princess for a day presented him with a bouquet of daisies to thank him for his service. Knowing how hard the girl had worked to pick them, the Sultan gladly accepted the flowers and bade his attendants to fashion them into circlets. Then, removing his own royal crown, he placed one on his head and another on hers. "We're the same, you and I," he said, smiling. That's cute. The Thorn family has considered daisies to be symbols of happiness ever since. That is very cute. Fortin Thorn. Fortin Thorn is my father and the head of House Thorn. It is his duty as representative of our family to sponsor Low Lays Day each year. Or so I once thought. I realize now that for him, it is far more than a duty which binds him to a celebration. Low Lays Day is the very thing that brought him and Mother together, and it is her memory and his love for her that drives him to ensure it continues. Much like how Princess Edbaya and her father, Sultan Baldric, were able to see each other in a new light after her disappearance. I feel as though my father and I have a better understanding of one another after all that's happened today. Claudia Thorn. Claudia Thorn, my mother and eldest daughter of House Thorn before her passing. I am told she left this world soon after I was born into it. Her frequent bouts of illness preventing her from joining social functions held amongst the noble families of Olda, but by pure chance she was able to attend a Low Lays Day celebration long ago, where she met my father and performed the Low Lays dance for him. There is much I still have yet to learn about my mother, but from all I have been told, I cannot help but feel as though we have much in common. It makes me feel closer to her, as though some part of her is still alive in me. The Thorn Dynasty. Though Olda was founded by the House of Old, Control of the throne was wrested from them after a period of instability, with the House of Thorn being appointed to rule as stewards some 350 summers ago. For more than a century, my forebears ruled, enacting countless reforms which would see their governance regarded favorably by the citizenry. At the end of those many long years, feeling that their sworn duty had at last been fulfilled, my ancestors returned to rule to the old dynasty. To this day, we of House Thorn continue to do our part to see Ul'dah flourish. The Lolays Dance. In the years following the incident with the Miller girl, Princess Edvaya grew to become a fine lady, attending royal soirees and the like on occasion, just as expected of her. In spite of this, she reminded herself to be true, forthright, and bold as ever. On one fateful evening, she took her folding fan, an accessory noble women used in those days for the express purpose of covering their faces as a form of etiquette, and instead flourished it about her, using it to perform a dance she had improvised on the spot. While the Sultan and his retinue of seneschals were stunned by her impromptu performance, the nobles in attendance were instead captivated by its beauty and applauded her when she finished. In time, Princess Edvaya's dance came to be known as the Lolays Dance, and it, alongside the folding fan, have been passed down through the women of House Thorn ever since. Okay. Do they say anything? I hoped you would stop by, so I might thank you properly. Had you not aided my daughter, we may never have bonded as we have now. In truth, I did not realize how much joy it would bring me to see her take after her mother by inheriting our family's tradition. And yet I cannot help but worry that one day soon she may meet the love of her life in much the same way I met her mother. I wish dearly for her to find such happiness, but nevertheless find myself conflicted about the prospect of seeing her go. Aw. What about you? The young mistress truly has a spring in her step during Lolays Day celebrations. Why, I dare say one would scarce believe she suffers from a delicate constitution. Oh, that's cute. I'm glad I got to hear the little extras. Do you have something to say? To think the fan was part of a long-standing tradition of House Thorn. Goodness, I cannot thank you enough for lending Miss Aldiatha your aid. As a result of your discoveries, we have been able to teach the Little Ladies' Dance to those in attendance, and as you can see for yourself, the celebrations look to be a resounding success because of it. Okay, now I'm going to go over here. Oh, someone has a low car. That's cute. And I'm going to get... Let's see. I'm going to get the orchestra roll. I don't need... I don't need the poster. That's fine. Then I'm going to open... Yep. Okay, so the orchestra roll is going to be for my, whenever I get a house or an in-room or whatever. And let's do the Low Lays Dance, and then I will end the episode. And I think it's all the way down. Yep. Isn't that a nice, cute little dance? Oh, and... Rain check. Oh, look how cute! Oh, and I can do a little umbrella dance too with it. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize I could do that. That's hilarious. I love that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. I'm glad I got to do the event before stuff started getting chaotic at my place. And hopefully, very soon, well, hopefully by the time this posts, I will be in my new place. But I am recording this on March 3rd. So I have plenty of time to do the event. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. That's going to be all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe, stay happy, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye!